All right, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Dope. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Marcus. We out here. I'm with the one and only Mr. Evan Simmons.
Yo,
How you doing, big dog?
I'm doing good.
Good to hear, man. This is episode 8 of Holla at Your Boy, and today I sat down with two of my former students and current colleagues, Greg Felter and Justin Falk. We talk about our history as teacher and performer through our multiple seasons of Indoor Drumline, and then we get into what it was like going through Corona as a student, graduating from high school, and then getting ready for college as freshmen, and what it's been like for them and what they're hoping for comes of that. As always, if you like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow us, subscribe, all the things on all things social media. And I hope you guys enjoy the show. Peace. You guys are both turning in the chair.
What?
You guys were like inside. I'm nervous. I don't know what's going on.
I just like
Yeah.
just move.
Yeah, man. Just you can relax.
It's
No
a
big
safe
deal.
space.
Safe space, man. I'm not gonna judge you any more than I already have your entire life.
Damn it.
So that's a lot.
It's a lot. Well, I'm saying it's not gonna be more than that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get that.
So that being said, first and foremost, what's going on, dudes? How are we doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Doing well, man.
Nice,
You know,
nice.
we got a week down to band camp, trying to figure that guy out, and now we're starting week 2 with a full band. So we'll see how this goes. But first and foremost, I did say that twice, didn't I?
Yeah, you
Whatever.
Second and still foremost.
Second and still foremost. Who are you? Tell everybody.
You can
who's
go
who.
ahead.
I'm Justin Falk. I'm going to be a freshman at UT Austin this fall. I do a lot of band.
Yeah.
Lots of
He
band.
does band. What are you majoring in?
Kinesiology,
Oh,
and
that's
then
sick.
with the hopes of going to PT school after that.
Word. And don't feel inclined to look at the camera.
Cool.
The camera's
I
not
was
there. Yeah.
cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And
I'm Greg Felter. I'm going to be a freshman at Baylor University up in Waco, majoring in music ed. I do a lot of band as well.
word.
That's all we do,
Nice.
really.
And I mean, that's how I know you guys.
Mhm.
I was down there your freshman year, but I don't
Not
think I
like a
did
lot.
too much.
No.
Yeah.
That was what year was y'all's freshman year?
16.
2016.
Six- 16, 17.
16,
Yeah.
16. That was my student teaching,
Yeah.
my student observation semester. So I was just working way too much.
Gotcha.
I think that was when I was serving in New Braunfels.
Oh, you told me about that.
I was living in San Marcos, would go down and do my observations in New Braunfels, stop at the restaurant down the block from the high school, do
Only
my
that
shift.
restaurant. Only
and
that
then-
restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did a lot that semester. Anyways, effectively, I started teaching you guys with Cesar Gonzalez,
Yeah.
who was y'all's main percussion director.
The homie.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Me and Cesar been running deep for 6-7 years now, I think. We started marching together in 2012. Jeez, that was so 8 years.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Wow.
It's a long time.
That is a lot.
So we started playing 8 years ago together, and we were both at Texas State, obviously. So technically, even before that, we were on the Texas State line together.
Oh yeah.
So, whatever. 8 years. We'll say 8 years. And then we started teaching together, I think, in 2013. And then he got the job at Mac, and he was y'all's percussion director the entire time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He was my student teacher at
That's
middle
right.
school
Yeah,
before
yeah,
that.
I went to Kruger, so.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Ouch.
So yeah, I've been teaching you guys since y'all's sophomore year, and that was, what show was that?
For Mac, it was a show of hands. And
Show
then
of-
VC
that was Hands,
Encircled.
right?
That was
Yeah,
Hands,
yeah, okay.
And Encircled. That was great.
And that was
Encircled.
Encircled as well.
Which really, for Encircled, you taught neither of us.
I mean, you sat
Yeah.
in on a couple front ensemble things.
Yeah, because I realized I was about to graduate, and I knew so little about front ensemble. And then even then, by the time I was like realized I should sit in on you guys' rehearsal, you guys were just repping chunks.
Yeah.
So I didn't
Yeah.
like learn it too
Yeah.
much. Just like, hey, watch that attack. Well, damn, that's the same.
So
same-
basically, what I'm doing
Yeah,
now with your
exactly.
front ensemble.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we're learning. So, and then Show of Hands was the first time Caesar took a high school to Dayton.
Yes.
And that was Violet Crown's second year.
Yes.
So what?
That was nuts.
We're just gonna kind of go through y'all's
That was a crazy
high school
year.
career
That was
and just kind of talk through that because we've been running deep ever since then. So that being said, you guys are learning 2 open class shows,
Yeah.
2 different open class shows at the exact same time with 2 different groups. And I don't think I ever actually asked y'all like what was that like? Like what was that learning experience like?
It was.
I mean,
It was crazy.
I feel like ours were very different. 'cause-
Yeah, so y'all's was different
Yeah.
because you did
I did marimba for both.
marimba for both.
then he-
That's so many notes. God bless.
And then I played bass drum and synth for VC.
Bass synth.
And this, yeah, bass synth.
Synth too.
Not even real piano.
That's right.
I played
You were doing
notes.
triggers.
I played chords and hit sample buttons. That was
Yeah.
about it.
That's
Shout
sick.
out. So difficult in a different way because
Yeah.
you like easy for you to check out, but you're
so
not
easy.
allowed to check out. And you're over here big stress because you just got runs
Yeah.
galore,
So-
mallet change, form
so,
mallet change, symbol. What is going on?
Yeah.
So what? Yeah. So
He-
we'll get to you, Justin. But I want to know what that was like having to learn 2 completely different books for the same instrument.
I mean, both the shows were 2 completely different like ideas.
Oh, yeah.
That too.
Like
yeah.
Hands was more like happy.
Happy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we have hands. They make music.
We help with our hands.
Yeah.
Like,
and then Encircled was like you're going insane. Good luck. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel wrong calling him Caesar. So
You could effectively call him G. You know.
yeah, so he came up to me like maybe a month into indoor for Mac, and he was like, "Hey, some of our marimbas at VC are kind of like flaking. You
Yeah.
think you can learn this show?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm so good," because I had no idea
Wait.
what was happening.
It wasn't even a month in. It was like February when
It was oh yeah, because we missed like the first couple of
Really?
competitions.
Yeah, it was February.
Yeah. The preview show that VC had at Mac? Were you at
Yeah.
that? Yeah, we were sitting in the stands.
Yeah, we watched
because we
that.
had no
Really?
we
Yeah,
got
that
the
was-
music
Oh
that
my
week.
gosh.
That was the weekend before our first week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who was the marimba players then? Who did you?
It was
fill
only
in
Ty
for?
and Maya.
No,
Was
no,
it
no,
really
that was
only
I filled in for who was it?
I don't remember.
Was there really only 2 marimbas that show?
That show, yeah, the preview was
Wow.
only 2. And then and then I came in and they're like, "Dude, you're 15, you're a child. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just trying my hardest."
trying my hardest and
Yeah.
eating entire loaves of bread?
I did eat entirely bread that season.
That's not
That did happen.
a rehearsal day.
1
4 hour blocks.
one rehearsal
he
day.
He just.
It
went
was
through
good bread. What can
by
I say?
itself. Just by itself.
Just bread.
You gotta get that bread sometimes.
Hey,
Honestly, you do.
Hey,
That's real. Who was the 4th marimba?
Jasmine.
Jasmine
Was
was
it Jasmine?
vibe.
Jasmine
Wait,
was.
really?
We only had 3 marimbas.
Was it
that
3
show.
marimbas for
Three?
Encircled?
3 marimbas, 3 vibes, Xylo, 2 racks, 2 synths, and Jordan Ragsdale on drums.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. It
I
was only
forgot
3.
about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That show was kind of
That's not a
bad.
lot.
So then who was vibes? It was.
It was
Jasmine,
Jasmine, Suzanne,
Suzanne.
and Jay.
That's
Jay.
right. Oh, Suzanne. I forgot about Suzanne.
Suzanne.
I haven't talked to
Have
her
you
in a
seen
long
that one
time.
picture of Suzanne where she looks like a demon?
Oh, dude, I loved Suzanne because like you want to talk about show face and like
Dude,
get after it.
it was crazy.
She understood the
Sold out,
concept.
yeah.
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 And especially and again with that show idea, it's like you said, we're just gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
So like
That was basically it.
just progressively as you go through the show, just get
Weirder.
more aggressive
Yeah.
with what you're doing with your face.
And that was when I truly learned like how to perform.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
like,
a tie next to you.
I did have Ty Bennett
true.
next to me. He was a madman. So
Ty's. Shout out to Ty.
Shout out
Absolute
Ty.
Mad lad.
He's throwing it down. So you guys both fill in February.
Yeah.
how long did it take you to learn the books?
I learned the first movement in one rehearsal, like one full rehearsal day.
Oh, okay. Now, I thought you were talking 4-hour block. I was
No,
like,
not
oh
4
my
hours.
God.
No. Like 13 hours. I just grinded straight learning the first movement,
Okay.
and then I broke during full ensemble a lot.
Nerds.
Hey, you had whole notes.
That's a good point.
That was the hardest stuff I've ever seen, like on paper.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I don't know what's a fivelet. So,
True. Shout out G, just writing fivelets, making everybody learn a fivelet, even if you don't know what's going on. Okay, so then, like, where were you in the learning process of hands?
Oh, I have no idea. We might have been in the second or third movement. There were
Yeah.
4 that. No, there were 5 that year.
there were 5.
There were 5 that
but,
year, yeah.
But
Yeah.
like 2 and 4 were super short.
Yeah, just quick
Yeah.
little 45.
Because he cut like half of 2.
Yeah, 'cause
and I
he-
was so mad because that was so fun.
Which one was 2?
2 was a dance of gestures.
Yeah, that was the. That was where we were all in the back, and then like one by one, everyone turned around.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was fun. That was
Yeah, that was a good part.
Yeah.
fun teaching that.
Yeah.
I forgot that he did cut a lot of that.
Yeah, it was like all gone. And there's a really fast 16th note part at like 190 that I wanted to play, but he cut
Just cut it.
Yeah.
Shame. So basically, you had a weekend turnaround to learn VC's show,
Mm-hmm.
and then what was
Dallas.
it, like 2-3 weeks until your first performance?
Yeah,
think
so
Dallas
our
was like
first
2 weeks.
performance was Dallas
Oh, that
with
was
VC.
that was the performance that my synth cart fell apart.
Yeah, his synth cart was literally just like a
toolbox.
a toolbox that like
with
rolled.
drawers
Oh,
and like the whole. Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
Oh
a,
my
like a
gosh.
It was
cobalt.
so funny.
I don't remember if I just
It-
was not paying attention or if I just forgot this much
So,
of
like,
the season.
Also, when we got the toolbox, we put the steering, like half the steering wheel or half the wheels are steering wheels, and the
Yeah.
other half just like stand still. We put those on the wrong sides.
Oh,
we
good.
We didn't realize until Dallas that it mattered. So I was pushing it on like gravel,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, the wheel just like pushes through the like
Oh my god.
The base of
the
it?
base of the thing, the base of the toolbox, and it happened to 3 of the 4 wheels.
Oh my god.
So me and Aaron's brother carried, because he was just there, and he was like, "You need help?" I'm
Stock.
like, "Yes." So he carried it in and out of the gym, tried to fix it before finals, got the wheels in place,
That was crazy.
but then on the way to finals, broke again, but only one wheel that time.
Was it the 4th one that didn't break?
I don't know.
'Cause
That'd be kind of funny though.
yeah.
That would be funny.
We played 4 shows that day.
Yeah.
We put I put my marimba up for Mac by the trailer, and then that was the day we got our uniforms.
That's right.
And they did not fit
Yes.
at all. And our
okay, that
shoes-
day is coming back to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that day was
the four
rough.
the 4 Mac kids. It was Aaron, Jasmine, me, and Justin, and we just booked it to the bathroom to go change.
That's right.
And like
Yeah.
had to book it back, joined them like halfway in the lot, already hitting show, no warm up, and then like in 10 minutes we were moving to go play again, and we're like, what is going
That
on?
was also the first performance that I didn't use like my sheet music. in
Oh,
front of
good.
me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Didn't forget anything though. Played it fine.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. And
So,
then yeah,
I actually want to pause on that day,
Yeah, we're talking a lot about this.
but so your experience, it was rough go, but you were able to grind 13 hours.
yeah.
And it just kind of, was there no, like you said you broke, was there ever a time when you just like started playing the wrong show?
Doesn't really matter.
Honestly, yes. Okay, I think it was the second full ensemble. So it was the day after the first, and we were in full ensemble, and I just started playing hands, and then G looked at me. He's like, "You're an idiot." I'm like, "What?"
Forgot where I was real quick.
I forgot where it was, and then I had to just like jump back on like mid rep. I'm like, "Oh, here we are."
Okay.
Oh,
This is the right show. Oops.
that was
Okay.
so funny.
So that's your experience for the starting in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So We played bass drum
Play bass drum. Yes.
for 2 seasons.
I
Yeah.
played bass drum too.
You played bass. Well, not
We gotta
yet.
talk
We
about
haven't gotten to your junior year.
Next.
Okay, sorry.
Calm down.
Timelines can't be mixed.
Come on,
can't,
man.
Can't do that.
Okay, my bad.
Keep it. Trying to keep it as linear as possible. So, two seasons on bass 5.
Yes.
On your second season
Well,
of bass 5.
On my third.
Third season bass
'Cause
5.
freshman, sophomore, and then sophomore indoor.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So on your third season of bass 5, and then all of a sudden you're playing synth.
Yeah.
So you go from one of the worst listening environments, bass 5, shout out,
Yeah.
to probably the other worst listening environment as far as front ensemble goes.
Yeah,
It's
because
so.
you have nothing, very little to hold on to.
Very little.
Because you're synth 2,
I think
That's all
I
it
just
was.
watched Ty the entire show
and you're just hoping that Ty is
in it.
giving all the
Yeah.
correct cues, or that you remember all the correct cues.
I'm pretty sure Justin and I looked at each other at one point in that show,
who knows?
which was hilarious. Anyway,
Anywho,
we were like,
what?
We were
Um,
like, what?
So, what was that learning experience? That time? What was that like?
I think I was originally asked to play rack, so I showed up for the
Yes.
first weekend. I played.
That would make more sense.
I played rack for like solid 6 hours.
Oh,
And
good.
Shared a rack with Zach Benoit.
Zach Ben.
Shout out Zach.
Solid guy. I miss that guy.
Rack Nation.
Yeah, Rack Nation.
Shout out Rack Nation.
But then the next weekend I'm talking to G and he's like, yeah, so we just synth. We already got another guy to play rack, and I'm like, okay.
All right.
And I go into it, and Felix is like, do you play any piano? I'm like, no. And he goes,
None whatsoever.
here's your music, try. And then the very first night of playing synth, he takes me and Manny into the choir room, and they have like a really nice like electronic
Yeah,
keyboard.
I remember that piano. It was
And
really, really
he's
nice.
like, teach him. And I'm looking at Manny like, do you know what you're talking about? And he goes, no. And he was like, I just asked Suzanne all of my questions, because Suzanne was like a piano
yeah,
major
she was
or
a
something.
piano major.
Yeah.
So I think she was a performance major too.
I think so.
crazy.
So I just spent that
Yeah.
4-hour block with Manny like,
Did he know
Bass-
bass clef at the time or no?
no.
Oh, good.
No. I
Good,
was
good.
playing entirely in bass clef and not
Know how to
knowing
read,
it yet.
bass clef.
I mean, I knew, but I didn't have any experience reading
Yeah.
it. So I was like, A, C, H, G, G.
Got it. Good. Okay.
So, and then over time, I realized how limited my capabilities were. So started to rationalize and like, all right, I can play the Neil Patrick Harris keys and just get with that in the
Yeah.
show. Got that down. That's about it though.
Sick.
That's fine. So I mean, as much as we can ask for you.
Yeah.
Ask
ask-
from you.
Yeah,
Ask
that one.
for yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Words are hard sometimes.
Shoot. And we're back to the timeline.
VC bass synth boy.
Bass synth boy. Again, and it was bottom bass too.
bottom bass. Yeah.
So you're like used to not having notes, but then being important. So that's a good thing.
yeah,
So like that mentality of like, I have limited notes,
but they count.
but all of them count.
yeah,
So that wasn't an issue.
don't miss any.
There's nothing. So nobody yells at me.
Yeah.
Didn't read bass clef. Learned how to read bass clef. Didn't play piano. Effectively learned how to play piano.
Just learned how to play what I needed to. There you go.
Effective enough. So was there, aside from like the learning curve of like learning the instrument, did you have like as much of an issue that Greg did?
Oh, I highly doubt it.
Okay.
No, because I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I had it pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like, I just showed up from rehearsal throughout the week playing a bass drum, and then I stood behind a keyboard,
That's true. Yeah.
and I was like,
Beep. Boop.
yeah.
Nice.
That's true. Yeah.
Sound effect.
Okay, so
Wham.
definitely not as
Oh,
much
there's
of a struggle.
Some headbanging.
Some
There's a lot of
headbanging.
that.
Yeah, man, got a pulse. Got a pulse.
Got a pulse.
Um,
Shout out Ty again.
shout out Ty for teaching everybody
Literally.
the effectiveness of pulsing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this brings us to Dallas.
Dallas.
Your cart falls apart
Twice.
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 None of your uniforms fit
Yep.
Correct.
because you didn't have the Friday rehearsal to
Oh,
get
yeah.
them fitted.
I forgot about that part, yeah.
Yeah. Because everybody else showed up Friday, and then left
But we
from
had-
Austin. But you guys had Mac rehearsal Friday,
went there.
and you
Yeah.
had to load y'all's truck as well.
Yeah.
So you meet us in Dallas. The hands show goes pretty well, if I recall.
Yeah.
I
The
believe so.
prelims was pretty okay.
It's pretty
I mean,
pretty good performance,
I don't
if I
remember.
remember. I don't remember.
Finals was amazing. I remember that.
Yeah, finals.
For hands.
Once again.
I remember that nothing fell apart.
Sure.
Yeah, it just didn't fall apart. Like, it was solid run, and then finals was super dope. But like you said, you had like 10 minutes
10 minutes
to
in between.
run inside.
Yeah.
Change completely from a different uniform.
Yeah.
We didn't have any face paint at this point in time, though, right?
We,
We,
didn't face
we
paint
never
for
had
that show.
face paint.
We
That
didn't
was
have
still.
face-
We had.
that was
fa-
still.
we-
You're right.
Wait, but we had.
Wait, no, we
we had
had the
hand paint.
hand
for
prints.
show.
Yeah.
For show
Oh,
hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
We
Or it
only
was
did that in
Max.
Dayton.
Was that
though.
only in Dayton?
No, we did that
What?
Dallas. It was either Dallas or
think we did
College
do it in
Station.
Dallas.
Oh, we did do it in Dallas. So we had to
Yeah.
wash that off, which took like a minute because it was that stupid paint that wasn't made for skin.
It's true.
I
Yeah.
remember I had that in my fingernails for like 3 weeks.
Good.
That was not.
Yeah, because the hands uniform was sleeveless on one side
Sleeveless with
Yeah.
the little
and
armband
and circled
that kept
was
falling off.
full long sleeve,
Long sleeve, full,
Yeah.
black.
not the most
Super
comfortable,
thick.
not the most comfortable uniforms.
Uh-uh.
Okay, so Dallas was in between was a mess. We get through it, have a great hands show, have a
I don't remember.
I think a solid still show.
I think so.
Not still, damn it.
Oh. Okay.
Come on. Encircled.
Word. And then we effectively get through the season, and then we get to Dayton.
Oh, Lord. Didn't you drive us to prelims?
Yes,
Yes.
I drove you
did.
to and from
Yeah.
I forgot.
wherever.
About
I don't remember where.
We were staying at the Camp Campbell Guard, the YMCA
Yes.
camp.
Yeah.
And then
that. We went to that one place.
Did I drive you there, or did
Yeah.
you take the bus?
No,
you drove us there.
Did I really? Okay.
Yeah. Because y'all had the vans and the vans were packed.
That's right.
Yeah.
So-
and we didn't come up to Dayton in the vans. There's no room for us.
That's right. That's right.
And
okay.
then, like, on the day of prelims, someone woke us up at like 5 a.m. And, like,
Yeah, because Hands was the first to go on the first day.
Wait.
no.
No, it was Encircled.
Encircled was the
first.
first to go. And then Hands was at like 1 or something.
It snowed
That's
in that
right.
lot.
It did snow
Oh
in the
my
It
lot.
snowed
God.
in that lot.
It's all coming back.
It's all coming back. That was such a terrible day.
Yeah.
It was so cold.
It was
and
so
we had
cold.
like 10 minutes to warm up.
It was like
when we went in.
it was like 40 degrees wet.
It was snowing. Literally snow. You could see snow.
You guys sound traumatized right now.
We are traumatized.
Because apparently we all suppressed that memory of that
Yeah.
warm-up lot. We had 2 years back to back where we were the first damn group to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Damn. Well, 3 seasons back to back because Hands was the first one to go as well.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Oh,
They were the first
crap.
because we were the first people to go after Guard. Or no,
What?
it was A.
Yes.
A.
Because we're open.
Yeah. And whatever. And then the Hands performance was
Dog.
rough.
So bad.
So many props falling.
I think just everything that could go wrong went
Went
wrong,
wrong.
except for somebody falling.
Shout out Keith Van Winkle.
No, stop it. Don't do that. Don't do
Our
that.
fourth base.
No, don't do that. Stop.
He missed every dot. That's all I gotta say.
The truth will set you free.
I love
Yeah.
you, Keith.
Good
mean,
people.
he's
I
a
got
good
nothing wrong
guy.
with the kid, but yeah, for whatever reason, that show he just decided to forget every dot, every hold, almost every
my
step.
God.
Just like you. I'm sure you've seen that happen, Evan, at one point in time.
You just miss everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be-
unfortunately, that was at prelims in Ohio and not a local show.
Not a good time.
Not a good time.
Not at all.
Nuh-uh.
If you're an exhibition band, sure, yeah, you can miss.
Yeah.
some
Oh,
dates, but
yeah.
It's fine.
No, if you're if you're at prelims now, you need to hit your dots.
Yeah, so that's super rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we go cry.
And then it was just too. It was God bless. Yeah, it's all coming back to me. It was just two rough run throughs back to back.
It wasn't
Because-
rough. Encircled wasn't rough.
Circle
it was,
was
just,
the run through was fine.
the run through
but
was great.
s-
Chris,
The start was so bad.
The
because we
electronics, right?
had mad feedback.
It wasn't.
like-
even, I'm not even talking then.
Oh.
I'm talking about getting into
Oh,
the
yeah.
arena.
Oh, yeah, that
because
was
they
bad, too.
they had just gone to. It was the Nutter Center, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had just gone to the Nutter Center, and they were making us go through the actual athletic hallway, which was a single person hallway for hockey players. So not very wide, not very tall. We have all these props, right? Did we have? No, we, didn't have props.
We
that
didn't have
year.
props
Sorry,
that one.
different show. But so the front ensemble is all in one line. Batteries all in one line. Half the ensemble manages to get out. The floor is not even there yet,
Oh my
and
god.
they start our time.
Oh my god.
So even if electronics went perfectly, we would have already had it like we were 2:30
Solid, yeah. Like,
into it. By the time everybody was like
in.
set up, it was 2:30, and then we have super MacBook problems.
So much feedback. The drum set mics were just way too high.
Everything just got cranked
And, like,
somehow. It takes us like 6 minutes to get set up, and then we have this great performance.
Yeah. It was the performance probably would have
At
Like, put
least
us
made
back.
us to semis.
yeah,
Oh,
at least
yeah.
cuz didn't without penalties weren't we like 7th? or
Yeah, it was
something?
something. It was we were a solid in the middle.
Yeah.
like it was a very acceptable show. Most of it went fine except for the setup, and then because of that we get up. What was it? 5 point.
Oh, I don't remember. I never looked at the recap.
It was a
the penalty?
yeah
I think it was like
4.9.
I don't
Because the whole joke was we doubled it the next season.
Oh my god.
So if I remember correctly, we got like a 4.9 penalty for time.
I never heard that.
Something of that nature.
All right,
Okay,
that's
okay.
And then
Just
we
let
had
it
to
off.
then that's when I drove you guys over to the hand show,
Yes.
yes.
and we were like, that didn't go well.
This has
Sick.
This has to go well. This has
And
to
then it goes terribly.
and nothing
then-
to do with electronics
yeah,
either.
and then everything, all the setup, we go perfectly fine. I'm like, all right, we got through the part that VC struggled on. Okay, let's go. Yeah. And then the electronics, didn't the electronics like fart out as well?
No, I thought
Am I
they were
tripping?
good. I think literally like 30 seconds into the show, backdrop falls
Oh, it was
and everything just goes off.
it was during the middle of the second movement, I think. So as we're
Yes.
moving away from the back line, it's just
That's what it was.
The prop falls. It throws everybody on the floor off.
Prop fall. How many props fell? 1 or 2?
I want to say 2. I don't
I
know.
think too.
Yikes.
So just super rough time. We don't make it there either. So all of us put all this energy into 2 shows.
And it,
Some of the worst stuff happens that could possibly happen at a show.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just remember that car ride back,
Silent.
just silent and just super rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get back to the campsite, and then, ugh.
And then we had a VC bonfire in the forest.
Oh, that
and
was
then
good.
That was
I
good.
think Spencer, was it Spencer?
I don't know what
He
you're
was
talking
just
about.
like, you 4, come here. And we're like, okay, bye. Because like we had the parent chaperones and everything.
That's right.
And because it was a high school and we needed them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys left from the Mac
Yeah.
circle, and we brought you to the VC. So we end that season together. We get to the next season. We're like, okay, It's time, baby.
It's time.
It's time. We're killing it the entire year.
Yeah.
Everything's going great. We're killing it in Texas. For the most part, I mean, naturally, we have our first show issues. Our
Oh, is it
Yeah.
Georgetown?
was no
Bowie.
the
Bowie.
Bowie's always the first one, except for this year.
Yeah.
Bowie decided not to do it, and then Aikens stepped
Gotcha.
up.
Yeah. that's
And
what it was.
then Georgetown, I believe, and then did we go to Houston?
No.
Not this year.
Not in 19, right?
Not in 19.
Not for
Yeah.
so now we are in Still.
Oh.
No, we didn't go to Dallas in 19.
Oh, we went to Houston,
We
not
went to
Dallas.
Houston
in 19.
in
I was
That's
thinking
right.
of this
Yeah,
year.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I brought
Yeah,
Temple.
Right, Temple. Yeah.
To Houston.
Yes,
okay, I
that's what it
remember.
was.
Oh.
That's what it was.
So then me and Caesar effectively traded places. I brought a school. I didn't take him to Ohio, but I brought a school to WGI for the first season. Then just super rough. I think we've talked about Temple Indoor, right? Yeah, that was the mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the mental health episode.
Yeah.
Because my mental health was shot.
And
No,
I remember the
yikes.
conversation with you on the way to our performance after Houston or in Houston after Temple had just finished, and I was like really worried about you.
It was not
Yeah.
good. It was not good.
Yeah.
Dark place. Anywho. But VC has a good lot. Everything goes well. Houston's going so
Oh,
we're
that's super good lot.
We're
Yeah.
killing it going into Ohio.
Yeah.
And then boom, again, we get slotted first to go on the first day.
Yeah.
Oh, and it
Wasn't raining.
No.
no, but it was cold.
It was
It was
so
still
cold.
and
so cold.
At this point, I'm actually playing bass drum with VC, so I'm like feeling the effects, and I'm like, this is
That's
different
true.
than last time.
Yeah. So that's right. So
and then
you're
we
back
hear-
on marimba.
Yeah, I'm
for
still on
still.
marimba.
You're-
One off
you-
center.
On the bass line.
On the bass line.
Fifth.
Your bass 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're both playing
Playing our respective.
Your
Our
respective
instruments,
instruments.
Yes.
on only one show.
Only one
delay.
show.
Um,
God.
Yeah, seriously, thank God, because Still was so
Way
hard.
harder.
So hard.
Oh, good God.
Was it
Teaching
really?
was hard.
Was it really? The notes for profile on marimba were much harder.
Well, oh yeah.
Timelines.
Timelines. Come on, man. Jumping in. So we kill it prelims. And we make it to
I
semis.
think we got like fourth.
We got
fourth or fifth.
Fourth
at
overall,
prelims.
I
Yeah.
believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
were on the bus and everyone was just going hype because Chief texted Bianca and he's like, "Congratulations!"
Yeah,
and we were like,
that's it.
What?
I was like, what do you mean congratulations? Like what kind?
Why? Yeah, because
And then we
nobody-
had to step off the bus and like not celebrate and not show a boat into like all the lots of because it was still
because
open
people,
class.
Yeah, people still
Still.
performing.
Still.
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 Aha.
Um,
But yeah, it was crazy.
so that's great feeling. We make it to semis.
Super good run again.
Really good run.
Oh, yeah.
The lot sucked.
The lot was awful.
Lot was awful.
Be-
but the run
because like the physical lot sucked.
Oh,
because
I
it was
had
a
to-
dirt.
it was rock.
It was
rock.
it was a dirt and rock, like a backup parking lot.
There was a lake.
There was a lake that we had to go all the way around.
I was pulling the
yeah.
cart by myself.
We showed up late, I think.
Yeah, we
no,
showed
we
up.
showed up on time.
Yeah.
They started us late.
Yes, because they were waiting for something
Yeah.
like weird happen.
Yeah.
And so everybody's a little.
And then we had to get help from, was it UTSA that went right before us?
Yeah,
Because some
because
of our,
they didn't let us in.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get enough wristbands.
Yeah.
So
no, it was, was it?
I think it was either UTSA or like Veritas or it was somebody.
I thought it was someone from
It was-
Texas because I remember
it
being
might
like,
have-
yeah, Team Texas. Like,
I think it would have been UTSA because I think RF
think so.
was. I know us and UT.
I don't know.
Us and UTSA are homies.
Yeah.
No, well, I was saying like similar times.
Oh yeah.
I think it was
And
UTSA.
I think it was UTSA. I think RF went a little bit before us.
I thought
Something
they.
like that.
Oh yeah, they went before
Yeah,
us. Yeah.
yeah,
They
yeah.
placed low.
Anyways,
What year was this again?
19.
19.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. If you could look that up, Doug, appreciate you.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
We have that
That's why we keep him
capability.
out here. And then he's got my monitor on the other side if we ever want to pull up videos.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Hey.
So that way we can watch and we don't get demonetized for all that fat stacks we're bringing in from the show. We're not making any money off this. Hopefully one day. Anyways,
We're just having a good time.
Just having a good time. Just talking mess with some homies.
Yeah.
Sick.
So,
You remember what the show was called, or the like the show,
Ours or UTSA?
like
The venue?
the venue.
I have no idea.
I think if you just go to WGI.com,
Okay.
you could look up 2019, and they have like tabs for prelim, semis, and finals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But yeah, they don't let us in, and our staff is super thin, as it is.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
ends up being like one of the best performances.
Oh,
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was crazy.
I would say besides finals, that was one of our.
That was that. I
Best.
mean, we tied for
Second.
first.
No, it was tied for third. Yeah,
Second.
we tied with.
Second.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think we tied for second.
Oh.
I think we tied with.
I know our name was listed third.
Yeah. Yeah.
We tied with.
I
Who
think-
was it? Was it
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Bugs?
I
Bugs.
loved this
Yeah,
show.
that was such a good show.
So good.
Such a good show.
I never thought I'd love like
The
a
way-
bug show as much
Yeah.
as I did.
The way they performed it, like even like set up and
Oh
everything.
my
it
gosh,
was-
yes.
They performed it very well, very characteristic of it, and what I liked of it, their props were super dense.
Yes,
Mhm.
like the
But they
lantern.
used it effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was my because then I went and judged this year. I judged a show in Minnesota that one weekend that I was
Yeah.
out for VC, and there was another show. They was a lumberjack show, and they had like instead of leaves, they had like trees.
Yeah.
And all I could think about was how well Triple Crown used that negative space between
Yeah.
leaves, and I was like, oh man, like, and I told him like in critique, I was like, just think about that more,
Yeah.
using that space because it does
Add another layer.
it adds another layer, and right now it just kind of looked like they were like hopping from tree to tree to like set up the next move, as opposed to Triple Crown, who that's what they were doing,
Yeah.
but they just did it better.
It was like flowing. better.
Yeah. So anyway,
Anyway.
Shout out Triple Crown.
shout out Triple Crown.
Triple Crown.
Go, 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 go. So we're going third into finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Just
no one
everybody's
expected
the
this.
most hyped.
Like Matrix Open went right before us
Yes.
with
Yeah.
their Mount Everest.
Yes,
It was insane.
everybody's like next level. Like nobody
Yeah.
planned to it. Like as a staff, I think our just goal was to make the semis.
Yeah.
If we make the finals,
Cool.
Nuts.
badass. But like we're just a bunch of kids
There.
from San Antonio.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
just having a
hoping
good
that
time.
it works out.
You were 16. I was
16
No,
years
I
old.
was 16 too by that point. No, I was 17.
You're so,
Yeah.
You're 17.
Either
I was
way,
17.
just mad young.
Freaking Sarah was 14.
Oh my
I
God.
forgot Sarah
Sarah.
was so.
Sarah, she's
I
so
miss Sarah. She's so tiny.
yeah.
So, like really good.
She's so
God,
good.
she's so good.
I don't understand. Colton's got something going on over there.
I think it's Miguel.
Ah.
Well, no, he actually Colton does have something going on in there. He's got a really good team around him.
Yeah.
I mean you got George and Miguel.
George,
like
Miguel. Past few years, Joy.
Joy. Oh
Yeah,
my God,
oh
that's
my
right. He had Joy
God.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just has a really good team
No
around
wonder
him.
Ethan's the way he is.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
yeah, Joy.
and he was taught by Joy and I think Chris for a season as well.
Wait, Ethan?
Yeah.
Yeah, FVC this last year.
No. I'm talking like before.
Before
Yeah,
that?
I
I
think
didn't
so.
know that.
I think so.
Wow.
Because I remember when Ethan rolled up, Chris was like, "My boy."
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know if like he might have just like kind of popped in for Colton
Yeah.
like a time or two. So yeah, we're in finals. What did that feel like as a performer to y'all?
I honestly, it's all a blur.
Really?
That
Like,
was nuts.
I checked out, like going down the Dayton ramp
Yeah.
with my board, like trying to
Make sure it doesn't run over anybody and
Yeah.
kill somebody.
Yeah, and then like just seeing the show before us through like the blackout curtain, and like seeing them perform their hearts out, and it made me super nervous. I remember that.
Yeah.
But then like after that, it's all like
Just don't even remember.
yeah.
What about you?
I mean, for me, it's like I remember every single detail.
Do you
Like, I'll
really?
never forget it. Yeah.
I remember that was a really fun lot.
Oh my gosh, great! That all was so fun.
lot.
Yeah.
I just like because everybody was so relaxed because we're like,
Yeah.
We made it to finals.
Didn't C-Vine came and recorded?
Yeah, C-Vine came
our
and
cymbal
recorded the
lines.
cymbals. Like I was like, let's get a warm up going. Let's get some jogging. We're gonna do some high knees. Let's get a little stretch on. All right.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm so
go
mad
play some
because in the
drums.
lot, like a little piece of my face paint fell off on my forehead. And then you took a sick picture of me, but it's just that one piece of forehead.
So rough.
I was so upset because it's such a good picture.
Sorry, man.
It's
Sorry.
fine.
I'm working on it slowly getting better. That's why we got this video camera now. So I'm gonna also set up the.
This is kind of jumping ahead the timeline, but my favorite picture from last season you took, and it's just of Eric like sitting on his head in the middle of rehearsal. He's just he's like folded over himself.
Oh my god.
That's a good photo. Did you find it?
No.
No?
I don't know what the show was. Like,
Can I-
there's so many shows.
So it would be PIO semis.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, what are we looking for again?
The venue.
The
Venue. Yes.
the venue as well as just
The
what the lineup
general
was
time, yeah.
from
Yeah.
semis going to finals.
Okay.
I remember that. Yeah, so that lot was super dope.
Yeah.
So we'll skip ahead to the rough part.
Jenny.
What did you want to know?
What was where was Violet Crown, and then just who,
Beckham was in third.
and then what group was before us?
Spirit.
Oh, that wouldn't actually made sense.
It was Bakersfield, Spirit, then VC, Infinity 2, then Matrix Open.
Oh, so we didn't. So we tied with Triple Crown in prelims then.
Prelims.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the score. So I have a feeling it was UTSA.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it was UTSA that helped us out. So shout out UTSA
Yeah.
indoor. Thank you, Evan. So I know how that felt.
That
I talked about
sucked.
how that felt.
It sucked.
What was it like as a performer?
I cried.
I cried too.
That's also
I
the
think
day.
all of us cried.
That's the day that I
Yeah.
learned that I had the best fake smile between you, me, and Aaron, because we all took a picture, and I was like smiling normally,
Yeah.
but they just looked rough.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
post cry.
The huddle after the show, like we put our stuff by the truck.
Yeah.
And G called us over and he was like, I have some bad news. And we are like,
And I'm like,
oh.
I'm like, what? Please, what? Like, what?
And he's like, we left the generator on the field, not the field, the floor,
Yeah.
and we might get 10 points off. I'm like,
He was like 10 points off or
Or
disqualification.
or
Disqualified.
disqualified. I mean, I'm happy it wasn't a DQ, but I'm like,
Yeah, because
Well, this is actually what I want to ask you. Would DQ have been better?
no,
No?
No.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
if we got a DQ, we wouldn't have known our score.
yeah,
That's
and
fair. That's
that
fair.
we
was-
wanted to know where we would place
That was
up.
everything.
That's
yeah.
true. Okay. Okay.
We came 13th, right?
13.
13th, yes.
Would have gotten second.
Would have gotten second.
We would have.
That sucked.
Who? Bakersfield won, right?
Bakersfield
won.
would have
Yeah.
won, and then
And we were right next to Spirit,
Yep.
yeah,
and they were the people that
End up
that
getting
got second.
Second, yeah.
And we were
So-
just like,
And that brought because we dropped. It wasn't it Matrix filled into third.
I think so.
Can you look up the finals?
Sure. Yeah.
PIO finals.
I think it was Infinity 2.
was it Infinity
No, I think
2?
No, it was
Matrix.
Matrix. It was
'Cause
I
Matrix.
think
Matrix
so,
went-
right? Yeah.
Matrix went right before us,
Yeah.
so I would assume they would have filled in.
Just yeah.
I don't know.
Filled up.
Yeah.
I don't remember there being too much movement.
I remember everyone, like, we got announced 13th, and then everyone around us was like, what happened to VC?
Yeah.
Like, do they just have a bad run or something?
See, I
And I'm
remember.
like,
Because
Nope. It was almost perfect.
right after that, I went to spring
Jordan
training.
dropped his sticks, though, right?
Who?
Jordan dropped his sticks.
Jordan dropped a stick at the very end.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I forgot about that. But
Anyway.
right after that, I mean, not like right after, but like a few weeks after that, I went to spring training with Genesis, and a bunch of the guys there marched Civitas,
Okay.
and they were all like, "Yeah, we got." I don't remember what they actually placed, but they were like, "Oh, but we really placed one lower than that because of VC." I got so many questions about that.
Yeah.
Just walking into spring training, very
It was
frustrating.
rough. And that was, dude, it was rough on me, like being like staff / dad /
Father.
yeah, like because just like Vivian smashed her face into my
Yeah.
chest because of how distraught she was. You find
I couldn't find the PIO finals.
really?
Yeah, there's a PIW.
Uh,
There's no PIO
You-
finals.
what?
I'm sure if you could probably just put it in the like Google search
Yeah.
bar and that kind of thing.
Google it.
Yeah, PIO finals.
Whack.
That's odd. Yeah, dude, just walking down from the stands and like being like, you gotta save face for the kids. You gotta save face for the kids. You gotta save face for the kids. And then I don't remember if it was either Gish or like the first 3 kids. I made it through. And I was like, all right. But then I think it was either Gish or Alec. Just had like subtle like 2 tears going down, and I was like, and then Vivian smashed her face on my chest, and I was like, well now
Face
I'm just
paint and everything.
yeah, now I'm just dad because this feels like my daughter, like crying, and I was like, yeah, I can't. Yeah.
See, I don't think I cried until my actual dad got there, and I was like, dang it. I just like.
But was anything taken away from y'all emotionally? Like what obviously something was taken away from you
Yeah.
emotionally, but what's like, I know what that feels like. Again, I know what that feels like as an educator, but I can't fathom that feeling as a performer.
I mean, it was just so much effort. It was so much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anything taken away emotionally. Personally, I mean, yeah, it sucked, but like that went away after a while, and I was like, all right, take 3.
Yeah.
So that brings us to this season.
Haha.
And as everybody knows, it got cut short because of Rona,
Did.
which was a shame because this show was about a lot of what's going on. Any luck?
Yeah.
No, really?
Weird.
Huh? Odd. So the show was called Profile,
Yeah.
and it was about racial profiling, and dabbled in police brutality. So which is a very poignant topic
Yeah.
currently in the state of America.
The state.
If you want
Yeah,
to,
that's right.
if you want to hear my opinions on that, go check out episode 1 with my boy Dwaylen. We talk basically the back hour. Yeah, the back hour is just about the George Floyd protests and all that. So if you want to check that out, hit that up. But yeah, the show is about profiling, and we went through the gamut of profiling as a black man, Hispanic crossing the border,
Yeah.
Middle East.
Middle Eastern
Yeah.
/ Muslim, prayer. I can't remember what the 4th movement was going to be.
I think it was gonna
I think
Was that one going to be the big police brutality
I
one?
think
that was
so.
going to be the big.
Yeah.
But we never even learned it.
Yeah, we
never
just
got the
never
opportunity.
even got
be. I
to
don't
it.
even think G read it.
I think
Wrote?
I-
Sorry.
wrote it.
Wrote it.
I
Wrote
think
it.
he was like
Oops.
super wide blueprint on it.
Yeah.
But then I didn't even get to see the final show because that was Dallas, and I had a
Dallas.
show with Violet Crown in Austin, and
Nope.
sorry,
Show was
with Temple
Temple in
in
Austin.
Austin. Violet Crown was in Dallas.
There you go.
Nice try.
Groups.
Names aren't important.
And I know Temple had actually a really good run through,
Nice,
and
nice.
I think
good.
Violet Crown was
That
solid.
was a good show. The
We
prelims-
tied. Didn't we tie? Was that our last
Prelims
show?
was rough, but in finals we tied with
We tied
UTSA.
with UTSA.
Really?
And
for
that
first.
that score was actually like across the nation. We had tied for the best open class score.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like an
Oh, wow.
89 point something.
I thought it was like an 83. I don't know.
Oh,
Very different scores. Very, very different scores.
I don't know.
that's a 5-point difference, boys. What are
I was at retreat.
6 point?
Everything went.
I was next to you at retreat.
We don't talk about that.
Greg, get it together, son.
I have a brain of a walnut.
That's, but you're really good at music,
I am really good at music.
so it's different strengths. And again, something that me and Evan have talked about, where he's good at names and I'm good at cars, but I'm terrible at electronics. And he's what's one of your main flaws?
He doesn't have any.
Oh, I can't. I can't navigate anywhere.
Oh, right.
yeah.
You told me about that.
He can't. Yeah.
I have no idea how.
Do you still use GPS to get here?
No.
Okay.
It took me 5 times to get like.
That's
to figure
so
it out.
rough.
At least 5 times.
Very nice.
It's
very nice.
3 turns
I mean, yeah, but
to get literally from your apartment to my apartment.
and I just figured out the easy way to get back like
Two.
to my place.
You get off. I'm not going to count that as a turn. 3, 4 turns. 4 turns to get to my apartment.
Yeah, that's too much.
Ah, yeah.
That's,
But he can remember every kid from his first grade class.
Dang. See, I mean,
Yeah.
I've never had difficulty. Okay, so we've known each other since we were 6 years old,
That is correct.
wild to me.
and that's like what
What?
three turns, it's like 4 blocks.
Oh yeah, from our house. We live like 2 minutes away from each
Yeah.
other too. so,
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the season, because I mean I struggled this season to get down there because it was my second year running Temple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And with the exception, like I didn't start out with a front tech, or no, I started out with a front tech. Didn't have anybody on battery. My front tech had some life stuff happen. Picked up a battery person.
Nice.
Then I picked up a front ensemble person. So we were big chilling. Like it was
Yeah.
going well for Temple.
They asked me today. They were like, "So you're gonna stay here like all year?" I'm like,
They've got separation.
The
separation
bases have been
issues.
asking me like,
That's the
so you're gonna
plan.
be here like all year? And I'm like, I'm gonna be in and out. You know, like
Yeah,
all
it's
year.
and it's again, it's the downside of being in Temple. Like it's just hard to get people to be here full time
Yeah.
unless they're at the college, and not a lot of cats are coming
Hey.
up to the college. Temple College,
Oh,
Temple
that's
College.
college.
not
Never
not
mind.
Baylor.
Not Baylor.
Gotcha.
The cats out in Baylor. I'm gonna be glad to have you out.
Just gonna leave it at that.
We're gonna leave it at that.
"All right."
No tea, no shade. So, we are. What was this season like for y'all emotionally? Because I know it was also super rough because the housing sites were always
Always changing.
super
Yeah.
inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
So that put a lot of stress on y'all at Mac because we were using so much of Mac's equipment that you guys were having to load the truck.
All of really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
we
guys
had to
would load
we
the
had to
truck
do that
every
for
weekend.
for 19 too.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Because
So-
and we had to sell all of our equipment,
Yeah. Like we were
all the
pulling up-
Majestic equipment.
Yeah, we were pulling up to
Um,
lots with the Mighty MacArthur band trailer.
Shout out.
Yeah.
What was it?
Um,
Mighty Marching Machine, something like that. I don't remember.
Big
Whatever.
Blue Marching Machine.
Big
That
Blue.
one. Yes.
So what was this season like in comparison to your last two,
Honestly,
first two, whatever?
my favorite like group to be with.
Really?
Like there was 2018 front ensemble, super dope group of people, had a ton of fun, nice way for me to like branch out.
Yeah.
2019, loved the bass line, but like 2020 bass line, like those were just like immediately like we clicked and it was
Yeah.
we were all just
That's
homies.
Very true. Out the gate, you guys did seem like
We were
everybody
very-
got along and very
yeah.
very much.
We were very obnoxious to
vibed.
people around us.
Yeah. Yes.
There's a dang George in those vlogs.
Ugh.
There's a clip in there of you just yelling at us like, "Bass, shut up."
That's amazing. That's so great.
So for all the kids at Temple, I teach the same way no matter where I'm at.
Yeah, you didn't even look at us. I don't think.
Yeah. You guys are talking. I know where you guys are at. Bass, shut up.
Yeah.
Snares. Damn it, bass. So super good vibe.
Oh yeah.
What else? What else we got?
I would say also the most prepared, like, just musically.
Yeah.
Like we just had a lot of better players. Like I'd gotten a season of drum corps under me. We had Eric and George who had drum corps experience. Also, Jacob was now the section leader and he was killing it.
Yeah.
We had
Shout out Jacob.
Ethan who had Joy teach him. Raul came back out. He was so much better than he was in
Yeah, I
2019.
don't know what he did.
He started teaching. He
Oh.
taught Alexander, and I just
Probably
missed
because he wasn't playing 4.
That too.
Oh yeah, 4 is not built for that.
Four is,
no.
He's not built for four.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Love
so
it,
yeah, the
yeah.
bass line just it definitely meshed a lot
Yeah.
better. And
You guys
then
were nuts. It was crazy.
you
Mhm.
upgrade.
Upgrades.
You're no longer
I'm no longer
outside center.
one outside.
You are straight up
I
center
am
marimba.
center.
You are running front ensemble.
Yeah.
What's that like being 18 years old and not knowing what the hell is going on?
Not 17.
17.
17 years old,
Still
not knowing what the hell is
17.
going on.
A lot of people were older than me, so it was quite.
Majority of the
it was-
ensemble was older than you, except for
It was weird.
Sarah.
Sarah and
Sydney.
Sydney.
Oh yeah.
It was. I feel like most of the time I didn't have like control over the ensemble. Not
Right.
like control, not like dictatorship.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
your leader, but like I would try to be like, "Hey guys, this is rehearsal etiquette. Stop talking. Get off your phones."
Yeah.
But like, they're like, "Whatever. You're 17." I've been doing this for 2 years. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a
But-
feeling I know who you're talking about, but we're not going to call anybody out.
no one. Not calling anyone out.
Not going to call anybody out.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm well aware. Anywho.
the music was definitely harder.
Oh,
and like
so much
It
harder.
was so much harder.
But so fun.
it was.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. No, it was I remember the first time, because you guys always got new music the weekend I was out for like shows
Yeah.
or just whatever I had to do in Temple. So then I'd just get clips from Caesar. Like he would just text me like, "This is what we're doing now." And I would just laugh. Like, what are you writing, dog? What are we doing out here? Yeah, just like,
Like
I remember
what?
the break for between 2 and 3. That's just super, just beefy, just like for like 45 seconds. I just got the clip from you guys being outside,
Oh yeah.
in like I think it was the Diamonds.
Yeah.
You guys had like just learned the music, and just like it's just like
That was a cool part.
beep,
Yeah.
and it was just like, what? I don't even know what you're playing, and then he would show me the music, and I would laugh for the second time because I'm like, what? Are you
Okay.
4 lit over the bar line. 13 lit.
Nothing makes sense. And I never
Nuts.
even looked at y'all's music, but
Our music. It wasn't that rhythmically intense. It was just like we needed a lot of chops.
Fast.
yeah,
It was
a
very
lot of
fast.
chops, dude. I just remember
Fast.
the intro.
Ba, ba, ba. Yeah.
I just remember seeing poor Sarah, dude, just like
She was struggling. She was struggling.
poor this little girl. So she's a sophomore.
She was a sophomore.
This year.
She'll be a junior.
She's on Marimba 5,
4, 5.
4 or 5. Yeah.
They split
So she has just straight eighth notes at like 190.
190.
4 mallets,
4 mallet, double verts.
double verts at forte.
Mezzo forte, crescendo.
Mezzo forte, yeah. So and it's at the bottom end of the marimba, so even less rebound.
And like hella soft mallets. They're super heavy. I felt so bad.
And I just remember every time I would walk around her and like we'd cut the chunk, I just look at her, I'm like, "Hey, you good?" And she just kind of stare up at me like,
That sounds like the struggle bus, right?
"Yeah, dude." But she was always in time, but God, she hated her life.
I can't even
No,
do
thank
that with
you.
hands. I can.
Yeah.
All of my chops
Sucks.
are vertical. I can't do that sideways or like normally.
So yeah, super fun book. You guys
Super fun, super
enjoy it.
choppy. A lot of fun.
But then this brings us to, aside from just like I wanted to talk about our history together as students and educator, and now teaching together.
Sick.
It's crazy.
Super dope. So it's wild how that works
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But me and Evan, and then me and Duran have both talked about what it was like being an educator going through Corona and having the world shut down, and then what it was like having to adjust. And we're still adjusting and still figuring out everything. Like I said, we cut our band camp down from it was supposed to be 7 to 4. Now it's 7 to noon, and that's it. And we're all outside, and we're figuring that thing out. The show is still up in the air because we don't even know what UIL is gonna do.
Yeah.
Your homies down in San Antonio aren't even getting to practice right now.
They don't get to be on campus till like the 7th.
The 7th of September. Yeah.
Crazy.
So luckily our county didn't shut everything down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're still allowed to be outside. We're still being as healthy as possible. now, what was it like going through? Because it was y'all senior year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I know G had all these things lined up for you guys as performers. You guys were having like those studio recitals.
Yeah.
You guys were gonna have like two
Yeah.
percussion ensemble
Yeah, not
concerts.
even just like
Uh-huh.
with VC, like with Mac.
Yeah, with
our
Mac, the high school.
Yeah.
Aside from what you guys were doing at VC, so what did you guys miss out on? What was it like being on the other side of this?
Do you want to go first or should I?
You can go
All right.
first. I need time to think.
So we were on our band spring break trip in New York City.
Good.
When everything went down.
Yeah, when was it WGI or TCG? WGI announced they were canceling the season
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
So we were in our hotel at like midnight, 1 a.m, like just us, or like the VC Mac people, and Mr. G just like talking like, what do we do next?
Yeah.
Like what is happening?
Because he knew, he had a feeling from like
Oh,
the
yeah.
beginning of this, like
Yeah.
like first cases, and he was like, this thing is gonna get out of control, and it has.
Yeah.
So
So long story short, we cut the rest of the VC season. Obviously, it would have been cut for us.
Yeah.
But like we had already made the decision. Like even if TCGC continues, we won't.
We will not participate.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which again sucks
Sucks.
a lot.
Yeah.
Like on me on like emotional side, I didn't get to see you guys for like.
I-
It was the last time I got to see you was the time I popped in.
Yeah.
After Team EA.
Because we had, I'd gotten the bass jerseys in like a week before Dallas. Or
Yeah.
it was either a week before Dallas or like 2 weeks after Aikens, and I hadn't seen you then until I showed up in Temple last week and
Shout
gave
out.
you your VC
Yeah.
bass jersey.
Yeah. Because some things happened. I like I said, I got that gig out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Judging. Temple had its own shows, so those weekends
Just didn't work.
just didn't line up
Yeah.
to where I can drive all the way down to San Antonio. So I didn't get to send y'all off,
No.
which really sucked emotionally for me, because like I don't, unless Wilson comes back, I'm not going to see him probably ever again.
Yeah.
And like Sydney, I might get to catch like a lot of those cats. Like I'm not, unless they come back in March.
Yeah.
Assuming we have a season this year. I didn't get to say goodbye to in any capacity. Like it was just like, all right, I'll see y'all next weekend.
See y'all next weekend.
And then
Yeah.
that next weekend never came.
Yeah, literally, like we were in Dallas, like, all right, see y'all next week. We left for our spring break. Well, not next week, but 2 weeks, because
Yep.
spring break we were going to rehearse.
Yeah.
Like, see you in 2 weeks, and then I haven't seen the bass line since.
Yeah. So let's talk about VC first.
Okay.
What like kind of how that affected you guys, and then we'll talk about you guys as seniors. So so you already touched on it. Like you didn't really get to say goodbye.
Yeah.
You didn't get to finish the show.
No, that was the worst part.
And
For me, at least,
Yeah.
yeah.
This was a really touchy show, and it was gonna ruffle feathers.
It was gonna
but
rub some edges.
It was definitely
Rub some elbows. That's what it
Rub
was.
some elbows.
That's the winner.
Rub some edges. What am I?
it was an aggressive topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not something that you take lightly.
No.
And I know Caesar was doing he had to like meditate a lot on what it is that he was going to say,
Yeah.
and then how to say it. And that's in large in part why the music took so long for him to write,
Yeah.
because
There was a lot to
there's
go
a
into
lot,
it.
a lot to go into, especially since he wanted to touch base on Black issues, Latin issues,
Yeah.
Middle Eastern, Muslim issues. So, the worst part for you, not getting to finish the show.
Oh, yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I think just like not seeing everyone like every weekend, because
Yeah.
that's what I was looking forward to during the week, because we were really doing anything during the week really,
We were just
except
like,
for
school, just learning.
yeah, we
our
were just like
ensembles.
learning our solos.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And like I wanted to go out in VC every weekend and hit a marimba really hard.
Yeah.
I
And
miss just hitting drums with my friends.
yeah.
The Simp 6.
Simp 6. That's the winner.
God.
That's unfortunately what we
God.
called ourselves.
That was funny.
And,
I love
and y'all
that.
were.
Yeah.
Y'all were.
We
So,
owned it.
yeah, and like you, that family
Yeah.
aspect
absolutely.
definitely got taken away from you, especially how aggressively it was taken away. Like it was
Oh.
so quick, but then
Gone.
like you didn't even get to see
Yeah.
the Mac homies. Like it
No.
was just you saw
Yeah.
no one.
We
The trailer is still loaded full of all of the stuff.
No, we unloaded that.
Oh, yeah.
We went back once. That was like,
Mm.
but it was also like 6 weeks after spring break. We went back and unloaded it.
Oh,
We were like,
Jesus. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, anything else? Like, as a staff, I know we were coming back swinging.
yeah.
Mhm.
Swinging for those final spots. We were like, everybody read the rule packet. Like, you're not going to get us 3 years in a
Read
row.
it 3 times.
Not going to get us three penalties in a row. So I know that's where we were at, like emotionally. I imagine you guys were in the same boat
Oh, yeah.
because you guys been
It's for every single one of them.
yeah, you guys have been struggle busting alongside with us the entire time.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the OGs that have been there for every single rough season. And then shout out to the like Alec
Yeah.
for starting,
Yeah.
helping us start it, and then going off to
Strike. was it?
strike. Yeah.
Sick.
Other things. So
Alec, Aaron, Spencer.
Spencer.
yeah, all
Yeah.
them. Yeah. So just rough emotionally, like having that didn't get to finish that gratification of like, all right, we finally did the damn thing.
Yeah.
Did it.
Like, so that was taken away from you guys. I mean, anything else on the VC side of things?
No, I can't think of anything.
Nah, it was just a lot of missing my homies and not getting to play band.
Yeah.
Not getting
Oh,
to
and
do
just,
diddle
like,
band.
The fact that like it was such an important show.
Yeah.
Like I wanted that show to be out there.
And we didn't even know how important it was until.
Yeah, the significance of the show was exponential after it being cut off.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we don't shelf it for next year, but that's a show that I definitely
It
want to
should
finish.
be out there, yeah.
That's a show I definitely want to finish. So then, what was it like being a senior going through all this? So like a senior in high school.
I don't know about you, but I breezed through all of my online courses.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Did you guys even do them?
I definitely did. So I put more stress on like my dual credit courses because those were the ones
Fair
that
enough.
like I
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like what, German,
Oh, you took German
I
again?
Google translated everything. Mr. Lowther, if you're watching, I'm sorry. But every email you sent me telling me how bad my grammar was, I didn't read them.
That hurts my soul.
That's some real honesty right there. I like that. That's good.
I appreciate the honesty, but damn, that just hurts me so much.
I
Okay.
did my band assignments.
Shout out.
Yeah.
That's the important.
That's the
part.
important stuff. Dual credit in bands.
That
That's all that
parad-
matters.
That paradiddle grid. That
Yeah, we had a
sent us.
paradiddle grid.
Yeah.
That was like our only band assignment. And cleaning our room.
Yes, he sent us a video assignment where we had to prove that we cleaned our room, and even he specifically said, "Show that you cleaned under your bed."
Yeah, under the bed and like in the
Nice.
closet.
Yeah.
and, like,
Shout out G.
making
that sounds like some Caesar stuff
Decent
for
human
sure.
being stuff.
making us better people.
Yeah, man. That's always the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys relatively took online stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fairly
It was-
serious.
I turned my room into an office.
Yeah.
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 And like even like during the year I had like 4 band classes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had band, instrument ensemble, lunch, and student aid for Mr. Barry.
Nice.
My only 2 real classes were English and bio. They were both AP dual credit.
And then you had construction.
And then I took
management.
construction management because I had no idea what else to take.
It was off campus.
It was off
and
campus.
2 periods.
And 2 periods. So
Oh
that
my
was
God.
yeah.
And you
What?
just like built a
It was
shed,
fun.
right?
Yeah, I was just building stuff.
That sounds
That's
pretty
better.
dope. That sounds.
Yeah.
I'd take that class. Okay.
And then I took like English for.
He's a madman.
I took English for AP, Bio dual credit, Physics 2, which was an on-ramps class, which means it's like through UT.
Through UT.
Gotcha.
College algebra, because I couldn't get into calculus, which is a really weird thing to say.
Hey man.
Schedule conflicts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
What?
Okay. Continue.
I didn't take a math. I was like, I'm good, thanks.
What am I forgetting?
Smart boy.
Band.
That's 5.
I didn't do football this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because I was just
Just over it.
Yeah,
They
I was
sucked
like-
anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
the team was.
The team's never been good. Let's be fair.
It was fun being in band and football. It was cool. Doing like varsity games and
Yeah.
then playing at halftime. That was nice. But yeah, I didn't do football this year. What other class? German. There was
German.
German. That was
So that's 6.
lunch. That would be 7.
That's
What am
7.
I
You're still
forgetting?
missing one.
I can't remember my class
English?
schedule.
I mean, you took the 4: English, math,
English,
science.
math,
Government.
science. Government.
Guys, with
and eco.
Mr. Peterson. Oh, I loved that class.
Word. So, you guys, and I mean, Simmons, you think they're in the super minority of responsible children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the kids that we like also manage, they weren't ready to do online
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
It's a challenge.
It's a tough go.
It's tough.
But then, you get the perk ensemble concerts, the
Yeah.
studio recitals
Yes,
taken
I'm
away.
so excited
You
for
get
those.
prom,
Eh.
walking the stage.
We weren't gonna go to prom anyway because of indoor.
Oh, word.
Yeah. That was the day of TCGC champs.
Shout
So-
out.
So
Oh.
we already kind of like prepared
Yeah.
for.
That's fair.
That-
Okay,
we can
that's
go to
good.
prom.
What else do you miss out senior year?
Walking the stage.
Walking
Yeah.
the stage.
That's about it, really.
There's supposed to be a
Missing anything?
senior lunch thing.
Senior lunch?
Day.
Okay.
Senior skip day was.
Oh, and the
6 months.
the summa
6
cum
weeks.
laude ceremony. So all the summa graduates, they got to honor a teacher of their choice. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you would stand on stage and like read like 100-word speech like to them, hand them a certificate. It was gonna be a whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah, didn't get to do that. Mr. G was my summa honoree. Didn't get to
Naturally.
do that.
I wasn't Summa, so
That's right. Neither was I. You go, man.
I was cum laude.
Nerd.
Ouch.
Nerd, mega nerd.
What cum laude is?
Cum laude is third.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what are we talking
Summa,
What is-
it's summa magna cum.
I was
That's
cum.
it.
Yeah.
That is-
Yeah. I was
I-
cum laude. I just made it in.
Yes.
Okay. So like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to ask, but like, did you go through any mental stuff dealing with not having like the year? Like, what was it like being at home? Like, I know we've talked about it. Like, you
Yeah.
were just kicking it with your dad.
Yeah, I was just chilling
So
with my
that was
dad
cool,
like
but just, like,
24/7.
Yeah, so was I. My dad's a realtor, so he's always at home mostly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know what I'm trying to ask, but just like, what was it like having to deal with this?
It was weird going through like a full 13 years of grade school and then not having the thing that everyone's like, like they don't have that like
Yeah.
big release at the
Big
end
stamp.
of like being able to be like, I did that. Like
Yeah.
that's that thing that everybody does. No, you don't get to do that. So it was weird. Like instead
Yeah.
of doing that, just sitting in my room all day. Occasionally, like my dad walks in, he's like, "Hey, how's it work?" And I'm like, "It's work." How's it work? And he's like, "It's work."
I was basically all
Great
work.
conversation.
Perfect Corona conversation.
That's perfect. Yeah, verbatim.
Yeah.
For everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
So same boat for you.
Basically same thing. Yeah.
Damn.
That's about it.
But yeah, graduation was weird. So
Yeah.
obviously we couldn't have, because San Antonio was still pretty hot at the time. It's
Yeah.
pretty hot now, but
But it came back.
we couldn't have like a full graduation in
Yeah.
Freeman Coliseum.
Yeah.
So what they had us do was they gave us a time range and they were like, show up at this time. You came
At
in,
the school.
You walked around at the school. You walked around the courtyard.
Because Freeman Coliseum at the time was currently a COVID center.
Yeah, it was a testing
For
center.
testing. Yeah.
So that you walked around the courtyard, they had a bunch of like, take pictures and like make memories. It was super nice actually. I make fun
It
of
was.
it. It was really sweet.
Nice,
Then
nice,
you
nice.
walk into the auditorium, they're like, wait, It was my old football coach, and he was like, "Ha," and I was like, "I haven't talked to you since last year. I didn't play football this year." But he was like, "Ha." So you walk in, he's like, "Wait," and then like get the signal, and you're like, "All right, go ahead." And you go up, you go in, and then you walk an empty stage with your parents as the only people in the crowd.
It was so weird.
And then you can choose to have the principal in the picture with you or not. And then you walk over to a table where
You
the only
pick
thing
up-
on it is your diploma.
Yeah.
You pick it up, and then
Like you don't get handed your diploma.
Yeah.
Wow.
It sounds like a really bad dream.
That sounds
Yeah.
so
Some
rough.
like parents were super mad that Principal Martinez didn't give us our diplomas like himself.
dude,
Wow.
Like,
I
I
love
mean,
Mr. Martinez.
he's so funny. He's honestly really
so the
funny.
thing about Mr. Martinez is he had my sister, and
Uh-huh.
not just like at Mac. He had her at Driscoll Middle School before he got promoted to go to Mac.
Oh my
So he's
gosh.
been with us since like 2009, maybe
Jesus.
Damn, son.
10. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why they're so mad about it.
I don't know either.
Like-
It's their job to be like
Yeah.
cautious.
Safe and
Yeah.
clean. I don't know. That's definitely worse than what we did for the Temple grads, right?
I didn't see graduation.
We managed to have a full in-person graduation.
Nice.
Oh,
Like
that's
just
good.
spaced.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it was because the entire high school was under construction. Luckily,
Sick.
we got to do it at UMHB,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
and it was instead of inside, it was outside. It was on the football field, and they had chairs super spaced.
Yeah.
And this was the downside was each kid only got 2 tickets.
Ooh.
Yeah, for their
So
family.
rather than getting like 10 people
Yeah.
out there. It's
So
just-
Yeah.
and then
I'm,
with-
I'm guessing like the whole thing was live streamed too.
yeah, it was live streamed as
Okay.
well. So,
Yeah.
but between that and then there was only a limited amount of teacher spots. I actually didn't get to go to this graduation either.
Dang.
Yeah, and
Percussion director. You're good.
It's not like you have a connection with
kinda-
these students.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's not like
It's not like you
took
see every
half
single one of them every day.
Like a bunch of these kids to a jazz conference in New Orleans. It's not like I started a bunch of programs that made these kids better as human beings, as musicians. It's not like I gave them a couple trophies.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
Yeah,
Band. Pff, no one cares about band.
it is. It is what it is, man.
Anyway.
It is what it is. But yeah, we at least got to do that for them.
Yeah.
The way it was in person. So
That's cool.
I'm glad for them, but that sounds terrible for y'all. I'm sorry that's the case.
It is what it is.
yeah.
So I'm now moving on. What was it like prepping for college during all this?
So,
And I know that you guys are wildly different because you're a music major,
Yeah.
physical
Yeah.
therapy, eventually.
eventually.
So
Hopefully.
fingers crossed. We'll get to you because I know I'm curious because we got me and Hayden got to talk, and he was telling me what he was doing out there for TCU. I don't know what Baylor's doing, but for you,
So, not much was really different besides, like, I'm getting a ton of information that will change my experience before I'm even there. Like, they're just sending us information. Like, UT is just like feeding us, like, these are all the precautions. And I'm like, I haven't even been there for a regular year. I don't know how this changes anything.
yeah,
So then I get to orientation, which is 3 days where I'm sitting in front of my computer for like 12 hours, just like Zoom call after
Yeah.
Zoom call after
You
Zoom
had
call after Zoom call.
Virtual orientation.
oh,
And I'm like, I think I went. I don't really have any interest in being in like the Longhorn band.
yeah,
But at one point they were like, choose between all of these student org meetings, and I was like, band. And I just sat there and I was like listening to them talk about like a 380 person band. I'm like, how are you gonna do that? I don't understand. I don't understand how.
that's hype. The number that is not feasible.
Anyway, yeah, orientation. Like I feel like they did what they could with it.
Yeah.
But it was just like online. And it would have been way easier to register for classes if I had that like actual sit down. Oh yeah, that's
Of
one thing.
course.
So usually you have like your academic advisor. You sit down one on one with him. I had about an hour with five other people in a Zoom call to be like, this is what my schedule should look like.
Wait, you didn't have a one-on-one?
No,
What?
Dude,
Yeah.
That sounds
So
terrible.
they tried to group us by like major,
Yeah.
but obviously no one's like the same.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
Nobody's coming in with the same credentials. No one's
Yeah.
coming in with the same plan.
like I had to, in front of like 6 other strangers, I had to talk to my advisor, who happened to know my sister and her fiance from when they were at UT. So that was cool.
That's
But
crazy. This
but-
guy just knows everyone. I swear.
but what was I even saying? I had to be like, so my physics, the 2 UT on ramps physics courses I took, they don't completely satisfy my physics requirement. I need a lab to like. I had to have that weird conversation like
Yeah.
on a Zoom call with strangers that don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Like, what the heck is on ramps classes? Like, is that
Yeah.
dual credit? Like what? How to do all that and figure out like what general classes I actually need, what classes I've already taken care of. Like, it was just a bunch of stuff that I had to take care of in a way that's just weird.
Yeah.
You know? Because I only had so much time and so many students to fill that time with.
Huh.
All in all, it's okay.
You're talking about how bad it is.
I mean,
It was
Most of
alright.
it sucked, but
it is what it is.
it
Like,
is what
you
it
just
is,
have
man.
to take it.
Yeah. But I mean, for you, not as. I mean, it sucks that it's online, but it's not going to be too difficult for you to do your classes online.
No, I'll be in Austin, but I think all of my classes are online. Maybe
Yeah.
one is
What?
hybrid.
So you're just big chilling
Crazy.
in your
Yeah.
dorm.
I'm gonna probably
Wherever you're gonna be.
find a lot of studying spots just
Yeah.
to sit on a Zoom call. But also another thing UT is doing is we show up first day of class is like August 14th or 26th or 24th or 26th. I can't remember.
Gotcha.
Where on campus we leave for Thanksgiving and then we just like
That's it, right?
don't come back.
Yeah,
So-
that's what Baylor's doing too.
yeah, because they don't want people going home
Then coming
getting
back, yeah.
stuff and then coming back to UT with
Nobody
that.
brings cooties back.
Yeah, no cooties. No
Fair
cooties
enough.
allowed in college.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah, it's fun. I also had to figure out like just housing. Like I
Yeah.
didn't get to like go to these dorms, and I have to be like, yeah, this one's fine. Like, I'll stay here.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. See how it goes.
Please. Yeah.
Okay, so the experience getting into college, rough. But once you start college, not gonna be too big of a deal.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. As opposed to you, who's music major, and I mean, me and Evan, I think we've talked about this briefly. Maybe not on air, but just like, could you imagine being a music major online?
Nerd.
It would be honestly the worst experience ever.
That'd be terrible.
So
So I feel really
what,
bad for
what
you.
Baylor's doing is
What do we got?
they're doing most of their core classes like your US in a global perspective or logic online
Yeah.
with like and like since Baylor's a Christian school I have to take chapel, which is
Yeah.
Friday mornings. And then
That can
for
be a line.
Wait, how is you said online for chapel?
yeah,
Okay, I was like, how are they?
it's just a big Zoom call.
Nice.
Like you just log in and then you just like fall asleep probably.
Zoom for Jesus.
Zoom for Jesus. Oh my gosh.
Am I a bad person?
That.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay, and
So-
then like all my music classes are actually gonna be face to face.
Are they
Nice.
really?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Okay.
So like my piano and my actually theory is gonna be online.
Oh.
Theory,
That's
That's-
rough, but it makes
I
sense.
mean,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the one that makes sense.
Yeah.
but
Oh.
but like my percussion lessons and
Yeah.
oh, that'll be all face to face.
My roommate is also going to be a music major, so I'm gonna have to like listen to him like go through all that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Rough. So all those things are gonna be in person. Are they just gonna be like super limited people in the class? Have they
mean-
told you?
The percussion studio at Baylor is already like super small.
Yeah. How
It's
many
like-
people are they running?
I know they only took 2 undergrads this year, and I'm one of them.
Undergrads.
Yeah.
Is the other one your roommate?
The other one is my roommate.
Nice.
Jonathan Kaufman. Shout out. He lives in Cedar Park.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. Thought UNT was rough. I thought UNT was rough with their acceptance rates.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What are they like?
Well, just like in general, like as far as like
Well,
a
then.
majority of the people in at UNT aren't graduate and PhD.
No,
Really?
no.
Huh. One of those myths.
Yeah.
Oh.
We do have a lot of like grad students there, but it wasn't that bad.
Huh.
It's that Paul Rennick stigma.
I guess so. Yeah. But I mean, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
two undergrads and then one graduate.
That's crazy.
So
So do you guys do
Oh
perk
my
ensemble?
gosh.
yeah, we still do perk ensembles.
Just more-
Pretty sure.
Just trios or what?
I have no idea. I
Like, what do you-
literally got like my audition music for like symphonic band and one ensemble while I was on vacation last week.
Oh, good.
So
Good.
so yeah,
So maybe practice that tomorrow after we're
Perfect.
done with
yeah,
band.
probably.
7 to noon. You got all that time after.
Yeah.
We gotta learn. Well, I gotta learn. I guess you could learn. Why not?
The region music?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'll struggle
I
through
probably
that.
have to learn it too because I'll
Yeah.
be helping you out there.
Dang it, I haven't
But-
gotten any better at anything since.
It's cool. Neither have I.
How did-
Okay, so. Wow, I didn't realize the studio was that small. It's even smaller than TCU.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
I was big tripping on what Gish was telling us about
Yeah.
TCU. And then what about marching band?
Marching band is gonna be the same. I think
Nice.
I move in the 13th, so I already have a bass spot there, which is pretty sick.
Hey.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Nice.
The drum tech there, Scott Taylor, he knows G in his work, and he was like, I already know that you're pretty good because you were taught under G.
Yeah.
And
Sick.
and
pretty
they
dope.
do this for the marching band. They do this thing called bear band, where like some high school like juniors and seniors go up and play
Oh,
with.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that was
they
what you took
play
the
with it.
drum for. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember now.
And like I was the only bass drum there, and they
Sick.
Shout out.
yeah they just like put me in the line, and then their second bass, who was the section leader, he texted me like a week after it or something. No, but he was like, hey man, you have pretty good hands, so you should like come out. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess if you guys want me.
Why would you?
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, marching band's gonna be like move in the 13th, and then that's just like the percussion like learning curve, I guess, and then full band is the week after. So
Okay.
it's still gonna it's still gonna work like the same way as a normal band camp, but
I mean, I'd have to assume it's probably gonna be in the same vein as Temple right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't touch anybody else's stuff. Keep the mask on always, and
You touch it, it's yours.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
about it.
that's basically the rule.
Yeah.
Word. How do you feel about that? I mean, just being like, as opposed to like, as hands on, like me and G have been, well, G especially, but I mean the times I've taught you, it's like, I couldn't imagine not just being like, no, you do this, and then
And just
like,
like grab your shoulder.
yeah,
Yeah.
So like, how do you, like, if
I
you
mean-
started thinking about what that's gonna be like, where you don't get to be hands on, I feel like that's, I don't know another way to say that.
Involved. I don't know.
Involved, yeah.
I mean,
Physically involved.
that's
that doesn't
That sounds
sound
dirty.
That sounds gross.
all right.
That's not the right.
Anyways.
Anyway, but yeah, I think that's like the main way I learn
Yeah.
is like hands on, and I think didn't we like take a test in elementary school to figure that out or something?
Yeah, GT classes.
Anyway.
we took those.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Ow.
That's fine.
I didn't take those. I took the remedial ones because I had a speech impediment. I'm dyslexic.
Nice. It's a great combination.
Yeah.
That's
It's super. A dyslexia is caused by the speech impediment too. So,
Yeah.
interesting.
or they're like
They're
intermingled. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna learn like hands off, but
You
I
know how
mean,
to play a bass drum.
I do know how to play bass
I
drum.
basically taught you.
That is true.
it's true. That I
Um,
made fun of you
Yeah.
and just Just yelled at you for
Weird
that.
elbow.
I did have a
Gross
weird
technique.
elbow.
You never believe me. We're getting off topic.
Whatever.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a struggle.
Yeah.
But
I mean, have you gotten like what? Who's the guy out there again? I always forget his name.
Dr. Mian.
Mian. Yeah. Like, is he giving you like the books, what it is that you're going to be working out of, solos, stuff like that?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm just because Gish told us so much about TCU.
Yeah.
I'm just curious on like
Yeah.
How it's different
How-
university
yeah.
to university. Yeah.
because obviously you guys are going to be different from Texas State,
Yeah.
which was the public versus
Yeah.
private.
Mhm.
But since you are both private schools,
I didn't think about that.
yeah. So I just wanted to see like how similar and how different. And
Yeah.
but I mean, everything Gish was talking about TCU, that ship is whew, rough.
And isn't TCU and Baylor are rivals, aren't
Yeah.
they?
We're rivals. Hella rivals.
You guys, Gish hates you.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't hate you, but he hates you.
He hates my school.
Yeah.
He hates you, but not you.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it's similar to who's y'all's. Do you hate anybody?
I guess UTSA is kind of our rival.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least in football.
That's fair.
No, yeah.
Interesting.
I feel like most people hate UNT.
Uh,
Like I don't think you guys are like
Just in
hating other
general.
people. I feel like
Yeah.
if there's haters, they're hating up to UT.
we're too busy hating like the mainstream to hate.
That's fair. Bunch of
yeah,
hipsters out there.
Yeah.
Who's our rivals? That's weird because UTSA is our rival as well.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whack.
But I think
I don't know.
schools. I think Texas State and UTSA hate each other. But football team, you guys do it like are more competitive because Texas State sucks at football. So yeah.
OU sucks. That's all I'm gonna say.
OU sucks.
OU sucks.
Oh, you does suck.
Agreed.
That's the one thing we agree on.
Everybody in the room agree. OU sucks.
Yeah, that's a Roger.
Roger.
Sick.
Gotcha.
Was it what's the thing from last night? 10-4.
10-4, good buddy.
10-4, good buddy. And shout out to my homegirl Elena. I don't know if she's gonna make it this long into this episode, but she's going to OU, and I love her. But OU sucks.
Oh, you sucks. Sorry.
OU sucks.
Yeah, but it's a great bassoon studio. That's
yeah,
what she's
my,
going.
my friend Kent from Genesis, he's in the percussion studio there.
Nice.
Solid
Yeah.
dude.
I know the music school's solid,
Yeah,
but
it's pretty good.
whatever. OU still sucks.
still
Oklahoma
sucks.
just sucks. Go Texas.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Oh, just in general. Word. I mean, I think all of us have our reservations as far as the rest of the year goes. I mean, everything is as confusing as it is.
I've just accepted that what happens is just gonna happen.
It is
That's
what it is.
just what I'm gonna have
And
to
like,
do.
my mom is like on a big like Baylor page.
Really?
For like, cause she's always been
Your
like
parents
involved.
are the most Baylor parents I've ever met.
They met at Baylor and like.
Did they really?
got-
I was kind of
Yeah.
curious on how you kind of landed on Baylor.
Yeah, they met at Baylor,
sense.
and like I've been going to Baylor since I could remember.
Damn.
So, I mean, it's a beautiful campus.
It is
Oh.
very wide,
Yeah.
very flat
Mhm.
too. I remember that.
I've been
Yeah.
there once. I don't remember it.
I've been there once as well. I just
Nice.
remember those two things. Like the space between buildings is so far.
That's such a great description of like beauty, just wide and flat.
Far, wide. She's flat.
This table.
Because I specifically remember like seeing a dude on a longboard. I was like,
Yeah.
That's sick.
that's really like convenient.
Yeah, longboards.
Because-
longboards are huge.
Dude, I'm not
up there.
Because I went to SMU. It was a college visit tour
Yeah.
with this college prep course, and it was SMU, TCU, and Baylor.
Mm.
And I just remember like SMU was really nice but real small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just like I noticed cars, and I was like, I don't belong here. Benz, BMW, G-Wagon, Benz.
Oh Lord.
I was just like, yeah, nah, I can't be here. It's really pretty, but nah. And then go to TC, I was like, damn, this is really, really pretty. Nah, I can't afford this. And then go to Baylor, I'm like, it is really flat. It's really pretty. Not for me, though.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. But yeah, I mean, you boys have any other things that you're worried about, thinking about, concerned about, hopeful for? with this year as it
I just
progresses.
punched the mic. I'm sorry.
Happens once. I think everybody's punched the mic at least once.
Yeah, yeah. It's there.
It's there.
I think
you stop
I
noticing it
nudged
after
it
a
with my
while.
ear earlier.
Yeah.
I was like turned really fast.
I mean, I headbutted it, but purposely earlier. Yeah, I think everybody just kind of punches it once because they're just not used to talking.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then after a while, it just kind of like disappears.
Yeah,
And you're just
yeah, yeah.
talking.
But that's also the problem. Then you forget, and then you're like, but yeah, I mean, aside from it is what it is. Like, are you guys? What are you looking forward to? I guess is a big question.
I
What
mean,
do you have to look forward to?
Like, I feel like it's hard to look. This is gonna sound so like depressing, but it's hard to look forward to things when you don't know if they're gonna happen.
No, I mean that.
Like-
Yeah, that's very
fair.
true. Because I was super looking forward to like football games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
Nobody really knows what those are going to
Yeah.
be, or if they're going to happen.
yeah.
And it's really hard to figure out like where/if/when I march. Is that even gonna happen?
Oh, yeah,
like-
drum corps.
Is drum corps going to exist after this season?
Yeah.
Is this WGI season going to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's definitely a lot of questions, and it's hard to keep that hopefulness.
Yeah.
But I think all of us are still just very like, please
Yeah.
Come on. But,
accept it for what it is, but
Yeah.
very very hopeful
whatever
that,
it takes.
that it just kind of works itself out.
Yeah.
So that way we can go hit some drums in the gym. in
Yeah.
December.
I like drums.
Any final thoughts, final words, anything you want to say, anything you guys want to shout out, anything like that?
Shout out Simp6. Yeah. That's what I
Okay.
got.
Any plugs? The Camp Gladiator.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
your, I know we didn't get into the workout stuff with you and I, but I mean, just briefly, if you want to talk
so
about
one
that.
really cool thing about not having a DCI season or like anything else to do this summer was I ended up working at this summer camp called CG Victory.
Okay.
It's based out of Camp Gladiator is the parent company, and it's how do I explain this? It's sort of like a Christian youth sports adventure camp thing. Sports ball.
Word.
So all we do is we just like play a bunch of
Sports ball
games.
and God.
Yeah,
That's all.
we just play a bunch of games. We yell at each other, and we talk about Jesus. And it was just like a super good time. It got cut short because numbers started going up again.
Yeah.
But it was absolute blast. I love that job.
Word. So go CG
Victory.
Victory.
Yeah.
Shout out CG Victory. Anything else, dudes?
I've been doing nothing. So, yeah.
You're just excited to be out here teaching.
Yeah, honestly.
Word.
This is what I've been looking forward to for like a month.
Yeah,
So,
man. That being said, we got rehearsal in the morning, so
We do.
and all four of us. It's 8:36.
I'm hungry.
Very
I
hungry.
am hungry.
I need to go eat some chicken.
They didn't have
You're
dino
responsible, and you
nuggies.
eat.
Yeah.
You ate before.
Had some beef jerky.
Had some beef jerky. Had some snacks.
We went
I'm
to
still
H-E-B.
trying to do that diet where I don't eat throughout the middle of the day. I think I might have to adjust that based off of this schedule.
Snackage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, word, dudes. Thank you very much for coming out, both to teach and then willingness to be on the podcast.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
As always, thank you, Mr. Evan, taking care of us. Make sure that this stuff gets loaded and
Shout
gets
out.
recorded properly. Thank you for editing things that need to
Yes.
be edited.
Yes.
Looking out for
Misinformation
you,
is
boy.
bad.
Don't want to give any misinformation.
Whoa.
As always, everybody that's been with us, thank you
Sick.
very much. Be easy. Peace.
Dude.